In the glittering annals of celebrity romance, few tales rival the epic saga of Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce, a pop icon and NFL powerhouse whose love story unfolded like a chart-topping ballad, complete with stadium serenades, podcast shout-outs, and a friendship bracelet that sealed their fate. Now, as whispers of wedding bells grow louder, the couple has zeroed in on a venue that feels less like a choice and more like destiny: Swift's sprawling $17 million Rhode Island mansion. Dubbed the American Royal Wedding by breathless insiders, this intimate yet grand affair promises to be a floral fantasia, with $1.2 million earmarked solely for transforming the estate into a blooming Eden. What elevates this decision beyond logistics is its invisible string, a poetic tether to Swift's artistic soul, woven through the property's storied past and her own lyrical homage to its former owner, the enigmatic socialite Rebekah Harness. Envision the mansion perched on Watch Hill's windswept cliffs, where the Atlantic's roar harmonizes with the rustle of ancient oaks, and the air carries the faint tang of salt mingled with wild roses. Purchased in 2013, this 11-bedroom behemoth has long been Swift's private eyrie, a retreat from tour buses and tabloids where she pens anthems by candlelight and hosts starlit barbecues. But its allure predates her ownership. Once the domain of Rebekah Harness, a mid-20th century girl whose life was a whirlwind of high society soirees, scandalous headlines and unapologetic extravagance. Harness, with her fox fur wraps and fleet of vintage cars, embodied the jazz-age excess that Swift immortalized in The Last Great American Dynasty, a track from her folklore album that spins Harness's tale as a cautionary glam fable. Lines like "They say she was seen on occasion / pacing the rocks, staring out at the midnight sea," echo the mansion's gothic romance, turning bricks and mortar into a character unto itself. By choosing this venue, Swift doesn't just host a wedding, she scripts a sequel, where her vows become the latest verse in a dynasty of daring women. Preparations are a symphony of secrecy and splendor, shrouded in NDAs thicker than wedding veils. The $1.2 million infusion targets the grounds, birthing a garden that's less landscape and more living sculpture, a teenage dream realized in petal and thorn. Horticultural wizards, summoned from the verdant realms of Long Island estates and Versailles-inspired conservatories, have been at work for months, coaxing life from soil with the precision of symphony conductors. Red roses, thorns guarding their velvet hearts like jealous lovers, climb trellises toward the sky. Hydrangeas unfurl in cascades of blue, white, and pink, their mophead blooms evoking the frothy waves crashing below. Orchids, exotic divas in white, purple, and pink, dangle from arched pergolas, while peonies, those lush, blush-toned bombshells in pink, white, and red, carpet pathways like a blush rising on a bride's cheek. She wants the entire celebration to feel like a wave of flowers, an insider confides, capturing Swift's vision of immersion. Guests wending through floral tunnels, aisles awash in color, even the cake perched on a pedestal ringed by edible blooms. This isn't mere decoration, it's narrative alchemy. Swift, who at 16 scribbled fan fiction about fairytale nuptials in spiral notebooks, has long harbored this sea of flowers reverie, a horticultural hug to her inner romantic, the girl who traded country twang for indie introspection. The garden's evolution mirrors her growth, from the wildflower innocence of Fearless to the mature bouquets of Midnights. Practicality tempers the poetry. Italy, with its cypress-lined villas and Chianti vistas, tempted as a cinematic escape. Think Under the Tuscan Sun, meets Super Bowl glamour. But Rhode Island's intimacy won out, offering additional options like weatherproof pavilions for Kelce's rowdy relatives and eco-friendly setups aligning with Swift's green ethos. Tight security, drones patrolling the perimeter, plainclothes agents blending with gardeners, ensures the magic unfolds unseen, a bubble of bliss amid the couple's stratospheric fame. The invisible string pulls tighter when considering the mansion's ghosts. Harness's shadow lingers in every chandelier's crystal gleam and every faded wallpaper swirl. She hosted bashes where Astaire's glided and Hemingway's quaffed, her life a tabloid tango of triumphs and tumbles. Swift's song recasts her not as villain but visionary, a misfit widow, whose defiance mirrors the singer's own brushes with scrutiny, from exes and Easter eggs to fan-fueled feuds. Marrying here is reclamation. Swift, once the ingenue pilloried as Harness was, now claims the throne, her floral kingdom a defiant bloom against winter's chill. Kelce, the Kansas City Chiefs tight end whose beard and brawn contrast Swift's diaphanous grace, fits seamlessly. His post-game superstitions, chicken tenders for luck, might mingle with her ritual rose clippings, forging rituals anew. Logistically, the estate's 7 acres afford versatility. A cliffside ceremony with ocean as orchestra, receptions in the ballroom where Harness chandeliers swing like pendulums of time. The floral theme extends indoors, orchid garlands draping banisters, peony posies on every table, creating cohesion from foyer to fire pit. Caterers plot menus blending Swift's Nashville roots, buttermilk fried chicken, with Kelce's Midwest heartiness, brisket sliders, washed down with custom cocktails, the era's elixir, a fizzy nod to her tour, and tight end tonic, spicy, strong like his catches. Entertainment? A rotating playlist of their love story soundtracks, Swift's Love Story, segueing into Chief's anthems, perhaps with a surprise set from a mutual pal like Ice Spice. Sentimentality infuses every decision. The mansion bought as Swift's 24th birthday gift to self, has witnessed album births, 1989 vibes in its sunrooms, and heartbreak healings, post-breakup walks on pebbled paths. Hosting here roots the union in authenticity, away from Vegas excess or Napa ostentation. Family ties deepen the lore. Swift's clan, from Mama Andrea's tearful toasts to Brother Austin's best man banter, knows these halls. Kelce's Philly brood, boisterous and beer-loving, will discover them anew. The wave of flowers fulfills a prophecy. Swift's lyrics often alchemize pain into petals, as in The Archer, as fragile blooms. Here they symbolize resilience. Roses for passion's pricks, hydrangeas for heartfelt abundance.